Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Strategic Command World War I in the play-by-email multiplayer series. This is episode number 4, and we're about to see Agrippa's turn. Show it to me. We're still doing the slower animations, so that should make it a little bit easier to figure out what's going on. I am very intrigued. Okay, here we go. He's trying to make it out. Oof, 4? 0 to 4, my god. Okay, he did take a little bit of damage moving through my dreadnought, but otherwise he did eliminate my French whatever. Okay, well this destroyer's... well that destroyer 0-0. Oh, this is bad. Okay, we got lucky. And we retreated. Oh, whoa boy, that's not good. Oh, wow, this destroyer is really the lucky one. It's still so lucky. So their light cruiser was able to make it out. Here's their battleship. Ooh, brutal. Well, kind of not that great for us either. That was a 1-2. Here come the Austro-Hungarians. And here come the Germans. Okay, that was a 2-2. That's acceptable. Oof! Ouch! Oh, 4-1. That's terrible for us. And here comes the other one to finish us off. We just barely survived. It was a 3-2. But if they have one more, and they do, there it goes. But I don't know if they... Yep, they even had enough points to capture Johannesburg back. Here we go. This is a 1-2 in our favor for once. 2-2. 2-1. Here comes the next. 1-2. And there goes the Germans. 2-0. Okay, they have found someone else to get me. That was a 1-1. I'm not sure how bad that was. Okay, that's a 2-2. That's a really good thing for us, considering it's a German unit. And a 1-1. It's also good for us. We did retreat. That's good news. Okay, they are bringing in the Air Force to weaken Valjevo. It's a 1-1 for a detachment. That's good news. A 1-2. That's fantastic news. And a 2-1, which is still okay. Here it goes. This is going to be brutal. Okay, a 1-2, which is good. A 2-3. That's amazing. It's quite good. And they did shift other forces down there. Okay, their submarine actually made it all the way through. Their dreadnought attacked our submarine. That was a mistake on Agrippa's part. Okay, here it goes. I was waiting for this one to die last turn or the turn before. That was a 2-2. Oh, a 3-1. I probably should have just moved this guy back. I had thought I would, but that's okay. That was a 4-1. Obviously not good. And there it is, finished off. So, in my own experience, in my experience playing as the Germans, that area which I just lost, okay, this was a 2-2, is not good to defend. And I just let the French unit there, I don't know why. That was a 2-3, that's good. 2-3, very good. They are going to push on this one though. 2-0. They did reoccupy the mine. That's good from them. That mine's nice. And they will... Ooh! Wow, a 1-1. We actually survived that. That French unit is going to get all the accolades. Ah, shattered. Unfortunately, that's... I don't think you get back a shattered unit. Okay, they're pushing hard. Are they going to be able to break him out, though? 2-2. I think we got that one. Okay, and Albania has joined our side, I think. Okay, so what's the summary of losses? We lost an armored cruiser. We lost two Russian corps and 2 French corps. Alright, well, that's not great, but I think it could have been worse. Sweden complains that Entente attacks on their merchantmen. That's fair. We probably have to be a little careful about that, because we are attacking their Swedish lines. Albania joins the Entente. Yeah, their cavalry corps is suffering attrition. Johannesburg was liberated, damn it. Von Moltke resigns. Falkenhayn has replaced him. Okay, so we have some decisions. Naval would like to requisition cross-channel streamers to convert them into seaplane carriers. Yes, we will do this, almost surely. Yeah, we'll just say yes. And we have 2 French corps to deploy, as well as 1 Russian. Okay, so let me just kind of scan the field here, see what we want to do. So this guy's down from 7 to 6, that's the effect we saw. And even, look at this, even our detachments are gaining, potentially gaining, I should say, a 3-to-1 advantage against the cavalry. So they did try their best. I think at this point, so that's a supply 0, that one's dead. We might even try to cut off the next one. They have Austro-Hungarian detachments up here. This is unusual. I think we just continue our pincer movements against the German units. Look at the Russians, they're going to die by the hundreds, and they're going to be replaced by the thousands. That's the idea. So I'm not too worried about that. This is Lemberg. Hopefully this is Lemberg's chance to fall. I'm seeing 2-2s, which is better. Yeah, they're still at 2-3. We did lose Stanislaw. I mean, we did lose the unit in Stanislaw without losing Stanislaw. Although this is a very, very weak force, so we are going to be hard pressed to hold this. We're probably at a standstill here, but I'm actually completely okay with that. With 80 points, I almost don't need to think about this. I think I just swap these guys, and that's that. And then I replenish this one. I've been told now, by the way, you can see the first episode's gone live and the comments have come out. Belgrade, units do not retreat from cities, or I think it's just capitals. I wasn't clear on this. I did read that somewhere, but I forgot about it. Anyway, so there's no point in not securing the area south of Belgrade, since it will not be used as a retreat path for the Belgrade unit anyway. We know that their submarine went south somewhere, so we'll look out for them. We'll see if... Ooh, I mean, I can pretty much do this right away. It is exactly what I want to do. Yeah, I definitely wanted to do that. We'll do our best to eliminate this dreadnought. And I myself, as the Central Powers, had lost that one, so it's a bit painful. We're just trying to weaken morale. So speaking of morale, let's just take a look. Last thing I do before I pause. 97% for the British, 101% for the French, 99 for the Serbians, 98 for the Russians, Germans are at 98, Austro-Hungarians at 90, and obviously the people who have not entered the war are still at 100. So the big focus is how do we take care of the Eastern Front? And just to quickly publish my thoughts before I cut away, I'm kind of thinking that anything we can do to force the Germans, so they've come back to this line and they've held it, and that appears impenetrable. I'm almost without a doubt, I think that Hindenburg is right behind their line and reinforcing this unit to great effect, this army to great effect. I want to make the Germans slaughter 4 Russians even for every 1 German that dies, just for them to take any territory. But the point is, because when they take territory, if they even lose 1 unit or 2, they're going to have to stop. It's going to be a very slow progression if they choose to move, because every time they move forward, let's say this unit was 10, and it's now attacks forward, it loses 1, it's at 9. Unless it chooses to wait a whole nother turn, reinforcing, then it can't, it won't reinforce. So their 2 options are to keep attacking at slightly lower strength every turn, or finally stopping, pausing, and reinforcing their army. So we're extremely unlikely to push forward here. The marsh does not particularly help us defend. I think we might even have to pull back here to Grodno, but I'll think about it. We have a 2-4 there, but that is against a detachment. 3-3. Any wiggle room. I think even exchanges are in our favor. So we'll look at those. 2 to 3, that's fine. They have moved a lot. I'm pretty sure what happened is they got the German reinforcements that happened around Dusseldorf, and they moved all of them east. So then that also leads us to the minor thing. I don't really know how to play the Western Front correctly in this semi-French, semi-Eastern first, semi-French first policy. They're really, you know, doing both at once. I don't know if that's the correct way. Anyway, I think what we're going to have to do with the French is take a bit of a Russian spirit, essentially. Unfortunately, I think what that's going to mean is starting to incur casualties just to force the Germans to reinforce. Because remember, they only have fixed points. I have a ton of points right now with the French and the British that are being unspent. And what I want to do is sacrifice, even if it's not even exchanges, even if it's, you know, I lose 3 for every 2 that they lose. That's bad, 50% worse. However, it's going to force the Germans to use some of their reinforcements on the Western Front in order to save the Russians from just being overwhelmed. So these are the tough decisions that we're going to have to think about. I'm at least happy that very soon the naval side should be cleared up. Well, I think I'm going to start with the Northern Sea. The North Sea. Just going to see if we can do some damage here. Ooh, 3, 5, that's a very good thing for us. I knew that this guy was going to take a lot of punishment for that, but that was his mission. Oh my god. No. Oh my god, we're okay. We're okay. So I won't move anybody here right now. I can probably have this dreadnought come and finish him off, but he might be needed somewhere else. Okay, who can possibly come along and a 3? This does seem like the best opportunity, honestly. I'm going to have a 7 for this, and an 8 for this 6. And I also have this new Dreadnought 10, so let's just do it this way. Let's go kill him. Hopefully we avoid damage. Eek. Well, that's not too bad. We'll figure out where this guy should go in the end a little bit later. We do have this other destroyer, which we want to maul. But let me start with the Dreadnought. Man, I'm really glad I led with that light cruiser. I would have moved this guy in. I guess based on his routing here, he wouldn't have... No, he would have eventually found that battleship. So, okay, 4-5. Perfectly fine for me. That's a 4-4. Not ideal. But, yeah, we should be able to finish him off still. 3-2. Why 3-2? Well, let's do it. Maybe we avoid damage? Avoid damage. Oh, nope. Took the full 3. Ouch. We'll get this guy into port here. Here? Here? Yeah, let's just put him in. Put him in. And now we want somebody to scout for us what remains. There it is. 1, 1. Okay. Well, now we know what we have left out there. Let's get this guy back. We have a lot of wounded soldiers. Probably shouldn't be... We probably shouldn't be getting involved in some of this stuff. Like this guy, a 1. I think we'll just... Ooh, we really got to move a destroyer back over there first, which we have plenty of, thankfully. I just don't think anybody could have gotten through here. What is your supplies? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this guy then. This 10 will be the one. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure it was clear so we can get this guy back in. Who knows? I don't know how. I don't think it's possible that they could have snuck somebody in, but just in case it was possible, move this guy all the way back over here, where he will begin repairs in dry dock. I'm sure that, I don't think there's dry docks over there, but they'll get him over to Brest, which I think is a rather large port. Okay, now how do we want to deal with this? Get this guy back. This guy, we will move him eventually. This one's a 1. So mostly what I want about this light cruiser is for him to... I don't even want him to attack. I want him to explore. Like... I wanted to see if this guy was actually alone. Okay, so I think we'll do... I'm going to do it this way. Just to make sure that... Oh, okay. He does not appear to... Okay, that's good. We're risking a light cruiser here. I don't like that. Okay, I was really going for it there. 1-4, we'll take it. 3. Oh god, that's not really a good result. I'll put these guys together, I guess, and see if I can finish that guy off. We can. Avoid damage. Hooray. So, we still have the ability, if we want, to kind of explore, but who is left? Nobody. Should we just leave this one destroyer? Yeah, we don't have anybody who can attack. Just these weak light cruisers and, well, a battle cruiser, but it's extremely low morale and etc. It's not a good shit. Okay, so let's just do this. We'll even take the 1 damage. Oh, okay, or not, even better. But I was gonna be content to take the damage just because to weaken them is more important. To weaken that destroyer against any of our ships is better than leaving 1 unit of ours slightly better off. It wouldn't be necessary. And I'm an idiot. We had this guy specifically here to... Well, anyways, I guess it's time for him to move to the mainland, to the continent. Even though we're not going to be doing a whole lot in this area, I think I'll move him here. Okay. So kind of botched that one. I'm also going to be upgrading these since they're both experience 2. These are the best units to give that the higher strength upgrade, because that 10 to 11 does not cost any experience, so you get strength. It's twice as expensive, but you get strength without the loss of experience, which normally happens. So with the higher the experience of the unit is, the better value you get. I don't know if I'll be repairing these guys. Okay, if anybody can actually make it to these ports, then they should. I'm glad I didn't really scout for that guy. That could have easily have run into something, but we made it just fine. Cromartie for you? I think so. Just whoever can get to wherever they can should just go. Am I even going to repair this guy this turn? Probably not, so I'll probably also shift this guy up. Okay, well, let me see. We'll see who... Well, okay, there it is already. The fact that this dreadnought can make it to port only if that light cruiser moves out of the way is just already enough, convincing enough for us to make sure that, yeah, we do. Just get that guy out of there. Now, I want to move people back far enough that if they choose to attack the Germans, they aren't capable of returning to port all in the same turn. So this 6 has already been established there. This guy cannot get to a friendly port anyway. Yes, that is a correct statement. So we can move him here, and then there's, yeah, he'll basically be blocking the southern area. You can have this guy kind of help out these light cruisers by blocking this area, and this guy can block this area. We'll do here. This guy can block this area, and this guy can just get the hell out of Dodge. Great. So that is what we'll leave, a nice blockade along this line, because this dreadnought's already securing this line, and we need that dreadnought there. This dreadnought has to save these light cruisers, so we could start staggering this back a little bit further, I guess, up here, but let's see, 1, 2. Can move this even a little bit further away, since they can't squeeze through. It can be too wide. Hopefully that saves that destroyer. I don't think it's a big deal. Okay, so that's that, and we'll think about what we want to do for repairs later. These destroyers really can just all go to port to be resupplied. I'm going to get this one into this port. I guess we don't want them. We want them as close as possible, so you can make it here. That's good. Do that. You can make it here, which is good. And this guy will make it here then. Good. And I think that's all for the naval side. Jeez, it's been one hell of a fight. And give it to Agrippa. He really manned up and just went for it. You have to respect that. It was painful for me, but Good for him. And I can't wait to get this submarine out into the dangerous waters of the North Sea. I am bringing this battleship around as well because, boy, they really mauled us something good. Even though we came out ahead. Okay, and then somewhere there's a submarine down here. So we just need to go find it. Okay, let's get this guy to go this way. Okay, right there. I got him. Oh, he did some damage to me. Well, that's a bummer. Let's go ahead and return the favor. Dove from attack. Now I don't know where he is. Jeez, I really don't know where he is. Where the hell did he dive to? I did not really even want to use my strike against that guy, but that's fine. Move this guy back. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff. Oh, wow, that's convenient. We can just dive on in here. So, let's go ahead and... This is brutal, but I'm going to take it. 2 to 6. That was 2 points worse than I thought. I'm gonna probably kick this submarine out of here now. Because his spot's needed by the battleship instead. Actually, I think I will just move this guy back. We'll move him, like, over here. Try to hide him. That was really, 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 really bad. Goodness. Alright, let's get this guy in here. Okay, 4-5, that's fine. We'll leave this guy protected, get the armored cruiser in. We could use the dreadnought, but I'm gonna try to use... Well, let's see how his... Yeah, I think this is fine. Void damage? No. Okay. So we'll still have this guy blocking this area. Dreadnought's gonna move. Oh, so you can't move here, can I? Just kind of hide up here, maybe? Have this guy come in and do some serious damage? 4. We did still take a hit. Damn it. Quite unfortunate. This guy here. And who's left? You have not struck, so go ahead and strike. 2 to 0. That's perfect. We'll get this guy blocking my other ships against possible submarine attacks. I wonder if this is a good idea to move this guy here. I think I'm just going to push him further in. I don't know what I want to do with him yet. He's like, I'm hoping that he'll cut off any reinforcements. Okay, well, nothing more to do here. We can move over to Serbia. I'm actually kind of bouncing through these pretty quickly. What? Is that true? No, not really. Okay, so here, what do I want to do? I want to move this unit up here. Just want to make sure the supply is going to be good, and it will be. So we'll move this unit here. And I want to see... Okay, he doesn't really have good prospects for attack, but that's fine. I want to heal this one. Just let him take a beating if that's what they want to do. I probably could have swapped these two, or I could have even just entrenched this one so we could heal him next turn, but that's fine. I want to heal this unit, but I'm going to swap him first. So now we can heal him. And we have 54 points left. Guess what we have just not enough to do? This would be 55, 56. There'd be 56 to do this one up to 10. That's okay. That's not the biggest loss. So I'm actually going to probe this attack since we have potentially favorable odds. Yeah, so it went 2 to 3. I don't think we can refresh. Yeah, so what we have this guy do is he'll be the one who moves in here. As I mentioned, we can't retreat with the Belgrade unit anyway. This guy comes up here. We'll take the 2 to 1. And it ended up going 1 to 1, which is, heck, even better. A 1 to 3... Do I want to risk the Belgrade unit with a 1 to 3? I think I do. Honestly, I think I do because... 2... Don't take... Ah, damn. I was just hoping maybe he wouldn't even take damage. I'm going to leave this open, though. So this Belgrade unit, I hope, even with 9, will still survive. That's one less unit that can attack it, so... And we'll be ready to counterattack any units that move here now with a good surround. So I think that was worth it, even though, you know, our Belgrade unit was weakened, which is bad. And then with the remaining points, we're just going to heal this guy as much as possible. In fact, what I want to do, it's a little bit weird, is move this guy down so that I heal him here. And then this guy's going to move... It doesn't really matter where this unit is. We can... Oops. I think we can move him... Yeah, we can move him back 1 and he'll still be okay. So I'll move him right here. And get this guy... Oh, he can only move... Okay, so we'll just leave him here. This guy can only move here. I'm trying to move him closer to the Belgrade side so that if we want, maybe we can push across the river. I mean, that seems insane, especially... But at least it'll force Agrippa to bring more German units into this area. So we might as well entrench, but we can't. Cost all our action points to do that. So everyone else is fine. Okay, good. Alright, well, I've decided I'm going to do an attack. I mentioned that I want to try to force the Germans to do something over here. So I'm going to see... Oh yeah, we're in good shape. I think we'll be able to kill this unit. That's a good start, but... I mean, what's more, we should be able to just move forward, attack. Move forward, attack. Okay. Now, I actually want to move this guy. Let's see, he has 2 points. Yeah, so I actually want to move him. I want this guy to move in, and this guy to move 2 back. So we're just going to cycle forces. And I even had these cavalry available in case. I think I want to do the same thing here, right? So this guy should move forward. 1, even better. Kill. I may get the cavalry. How's it? 6 movement there. 5 movement there. No. So we're not going to... Yes, and this guy's going to move into Reims. This guy's going to move behind. Oh, here's cavalry. 4. 5, 6. So he'd have to end up like here. It would be nice to take the mines. I think I have to do it. He has to either return to Reims or this place, which is the mines, which I don't... Okay, so I guess I can't take it. That's good. So all of the front, well, they're not entrenched, but they are... Hopefully we'll be entrenched. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do about that. We can move this unit forward just to scout, which I guess I'll do. Okay, so they are pretty layered. They're layered in pretty thick. It's good to just know that, I guess. But the 2 extra would give us only 2 action points left, and we can't get out of the way then. We can't get out of the way. Unless we can. Is there a possibility? No, I'm not going to risk it, because we had a successful mission. Let's not... I mean, we did damage to this, I assume, with those attacks, so hopefully that's producing less for the British, or the Germans now. Verdun, with experience of 1, does not really benefit from the reinforcement. We have the 2 cavalry we can reinforce. Okay, I think we're done on the Western Front, though. The other thing I was considering doing is attacking here. I have a 3-2, but this is unfortunately my worst HQ. So I'm going to move this guy here. And this one is going to move forward here just so he's in a better position to attack next turn. And I have a 5, which we can probably move up here. It's just more his territory. And this one's going to move. That's Foch. Foch? I think it's Foch. So he's going to have good reach with these 2. And this will be my best commander in the south. So we'll probably even swap him over to take these 2. The ones that are on the, like this one for sure, the ones that are most exposed, this one, we'll want them to be defended with the best rating. So 6 versus 4, so it's quite a big difference. Okay, I also want to move this guy by transport. And I think he has to offload here. Good. So he's now there, and I can do the same thing here, I believe. Can he... So he has to start that turn in there? Maybe? Okay, we'll just have him move next turn then. It's cavalry, it's not really as important. In fact, in some ways, this guy would be better off moving all the way over to Egypt. I know that sounds insane, but we really don't need more than... I mean, French is a terrible commander, rating 3, so yeah, it's not going to be very effective to have the British doing much here until we can replace him, which we can do, but it'll cost a lot of points. So we may even save up and do that because the political points, I think, are justified. Well, we can start over here doing this at least. I think this is worth doing first. And then moving here. Wait, let me undo that. I want to make sure that we kill this guy first. Okay, good. And that means we'll probably reinforce this unit. Just let him keep healing 7 for... Yeah, we have 372, so that's plenty. Now we want to start executing a surround of the next unit, which in this case happens to be this poor unit here. So you attacked. I don't know what we'll need you to do yet. But let's do this 2 to 2. Let's move him here. Oh, okay. We'll do this. That's fine to me. Okay, I think I am going to move him here. We'll do the 2 to 4 here. Okay. And I want to leave this unit all but dead, but I don't want to kill it this turn because I want it to be in very, very low supply. So I'm actually going to take this, which seems like a very wise idea. And we can actually take it. Yes, I want to do this. The reason I want to do this is because I want to force the pressure not to be... I want to force the objective for the Germans not to be about saving their detachment. I want it to be about... I want it to be about liberating Tilsit. So if we can give them a better objective, which hopefully we have now done... How crazy do we want to be about this? I could move here just to force this unit in Memel. I mean, he's going to have to... I want him to not attack... I could even move him, this cavalry, very aggressively down here. Shift everyone's... Okay, let's do that. I know this is kind of crazy, but I'm going to do this just to force pressure. Yeah, that's good. And then this unit comes in. He's basically just to show a show of force. I'm going to leave him, actually. I don't think a 4 is going to be able to do anything. Not much, if anything. And the good news is we have a pretty solid defensive base to keep this guy from doing anything. I guess, technically. So he's only going to have... He should only have 1 action point. Okay, I guess I will move this guy here just so that we have... just so if he moves here, he doesn't have... those are forced. I didn't have to do that. I wish I could undo, but I can't. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so where do we want to go? Where do we want to go next? Do we stay defensive over here? I might have to cut away again. Actually, I'm like looking back at it, I'm extremely happy with this trade. So it's going to look like, although it's a bluff, it's going to look like there's a huge push coming through Memel for Königsberg. And really that's all about just cutting off individual units. So let's go ahead and like... what does this mean? 1-0? Do we take damage doing this? I think that means we take damage. Yeah, on the bottom it says 1. So, never mind, I won't bombard this guy. I think what I'll do is poke around to see where if their fleet is down here. No. So I don't know where their fleet is. And I want this guy to be returning safely to port. Nah, he's not going to be returning safely to port, but whatever. We'll defend him with a battleship. And a light cruiser, I guess. Okay, and maybe a destroyer as well. We don't have another mine? No. But we're coming on pretty strong here. That's good enough for me. Do we want to take... I think we will still try to limit the amount of points that are coming through here. So we'll even turn this guy on rating. He has supply of 8. That's fine. I'm still going to do it. He'll be down to 7 next turn. And I think I'm even going to move this guy over here and turn him on rating for a turn, just because I want to stop as many points going in as possible. And that's that. Okay, so you can continue your forced march because you're so close to the front now. I think that this is the better choice. Yeah, we don't have any other units. Fantastic. Okay, so now cut away. Just one comment. I don't know if this is obvious. I haven't planned out what I'm doing down here, but my whole focus. This is actually a huge thing of revelation I've had, and yeah, it's subject to change 2 seconds later. But my current focus now is going to be surviving in the north and the middle, in this around Warsaw, and pushing very, very heavily on the Austrian front. In one way, although it's a little bit weird because the HQs don't mix and match, so it's a little bit weird that Agrippa has German forces in the south, but it has the huge advantage that his very high, very disciplined German troops can act as a stalwart, a bulwark against my what I wanted to do, which was just cut right through the Austro-Hungarian lines. So that's going to be a lot more difficult now, but let's see where I can find little gaps, little openings. He's done a great... Wow, he moved detachments down here and everything, so I think this will be very tough. Well, I did a lot of thinking, and I took a long time to organize the different units that will be under the different HQs. I think the first thing we need to do is scout. So this gives us information that Allenstein may not be occupied, which I have a hard time believing. That seems to be corroborated by... He can still get back? No, this is forest. So this is no man's land now. Well, F it. And trench. To protect his line of supply, what is this going to be at? Allenstein's going to be at 3, so we're going to have terrible, terrible supply here. Your HQ is all the way down here. I don't know how we're going to do this, but we'll probably need to move this unit here just to reinforce the line of supply, and his supply will probably be... yeah, it'll be a 5. That's significantly better than I thought it would be. We're also going to try to do some attacks then, because we want to somehow force them not to just run up and kill my cavalry. They probably will anyway. In fact, I'm guessing that the entrenchment that we need to do is going to be this way. Definitely want the top right. That's where I suspect a lot of the entrenchment is going to be needed. So let's do this. I wonder why... It seems like our vision has decreased. It used to be 3, and now I'm... Was I seeing this unit before? Or am I seeing 3 ahead? I don't know. Okay, well, you're obviously needed. I would like to, being the operative word, no longer possible, but would have liked to have reinforced you, but which is not going to be possible, so let's defend like so. And I also, like I said, want to do some attacks here to force the issue. So let's at least first weaken this unit. It's at 107, down to 102. Really, it's the least we can do. And I'm going to attack with my unit in the fort first, because that's going to be the hardest for them to overcome. Ah, defensive artillery. Boy, that's a bummer. Okay, that worked out extremely well. And now we have a 2-4. Okay, good. Wow, fantastic. Oh. This is amazing because we can get the artillery. So I just need to think. I need to think. Think, Tortuga, think. think like your life depended on it. How do we do this? I think our Warsaw unit, who has spent so long entrenching, is just going to give up his entrenchment for the sake of killing this artillery. And for that purpose, well, shoot, there's so many options here. I mean, we could get lucky and kill this unit. And whatever unit this is probably dead. So we will have to attack this unit just to prevent it from attacking. 2-1. Didn't go as well as I was hoping. We'll swap these two. Yeah, I will not even engage in that. So we have a stronger unit defending there at least, but okay, so let's do this. I want to do this 2-4. Okay, 2. Yes, good. I'm okay with the 2-4 here. Quite okay with it. I just want to put pressure on the Lemberg. What do you call that little outcropping? The bulge. The Lemberg bulge. That's what I want to put pressure on right now. So we'll do this. Next, we'll move in this unit. Okay, that was quite good. I think we can still finish him off. Wow! I was hoping we would take 0, and we ended up taking 2. Ouch. Alright, we'll still do this just to push this unit back. That is fine with me. Prevent him from being able... Basically, it's the same trade-off I was doing earlier. I want to attack these units when I see them to prevent them from being able to attack my weak points. And we still have the ability to get in here. Do we want to do that? Is this a defensible position? Well, I think this unit is actually most needed in Warsaw. However, if we were to move this unit down, it's going to be revealing part of my hand. And right now I'm kind of in full-fledged let's force Agrippa into panic mode. So there is definitely something to be said with for moving this infantry down here, because then Agrippa would know that this unit is here, and he'd be like, what? This is yet another unit. When are these Russians going to stop coming? And that would hopefully force him onto a defensive, like very, very, very defensive. Hopefully, maybe he'd even pull back from Lemberg. Now, I think I'm going to pressure the side here, because Lemberg itself appears to be very hard to take this turn. And we're going to have a lot of garbage going on just trying to hold on to Stanislaw if we indeed end up trying to do that. And the good news is, as I said, every time the Germans attack, this 10 is now an 8. This was a 10, now it's an 8. So it's going to be weaker when it actually does want to attack Stanislaw again. Okay, so I know what I want to do. I for sure want to do this swap. I want to see, that's a 2-1, so we'll probably just entrench right here. And I think that's going to be okay. So you can actually be healed now. I don't know what I'll do with you. I may heal you slightly. This is kind of a mess. I probably will end up moving this unit into Stanislaw just because that's more important to hold than, nothing. So let's do it. And not only that, though, I want to take a... Ooh, wow. So they are kind of... That was actually really good scouting information. So they're kind of prepared here in Lemberg. Are they building up for an attack? So Lemberg, we should not attack. It'll be easily counterattacked, and we are far depleted in this area. Nonetheless, I think it's worth it for us to do this attack. So let's do it. Good start. 1-3, that's fantastic. Okay, didn't do this. 2-2 probably. Yeah, they always luck. She'll come back. Favor the other side as well. And 1-2. Okay, good. So we know what's going to happen. Very likely this unit will just be replaced with somebody else. But at least we're putting pressure. Yeah, so I know I talked a lot about moving this unit down to, give this illusion of superiority. We could even move this unit here and have them attack this 6, which would probably be very effective. And it would be moving them to the west as well, so it kind of is in line with our movement towards Warsaw. And Warsaw is protected. There's almost no way, I can't imagine a way that they would actually take Warsaw. We didn't choose this yet. I honestly, I think I'm tempted to do the artillery because that's so expensive. And I don't think we're going to kill this unit. And a 4 is not going to be effective anyway, so we have time. We're buying time. Let's do it. Oh man, we only got 1? Well, instead of being a 1 to 2, it was a 0 to 1. So at least it wasn't like bad luck, but that's pretty crazy if we did something like that. Now the cavalry was here, so 1, 2, 3. There shouldn't be anybody in a thorn though. I was about to say gonna go full crazy mode, but do I want to go full crazy mode? That's gonna be a 6. Do I want to go full crazy mode? I'm gonna go full crazy mode. Got him. Okay. Alright, and Thorn, they're gonna have to defend it now, so yeah, there's a lot of good things going on. I mean, I think this unit actually is going to be needed up here. I think we're going to need to take some defensive measures here. Now, if this unit, let's see, 4 action points, it could move here with 2, and I believe it could move here with another 2, and then it could even attack my air unit. So I can stop that by doing this, and then if he moves there, I don't think he would, but if he does, we'll be able to counterattack. I think this is the right move to reinforce this. I mean, let's just not be crazy. Let's be sensible. Now, we're going to need an HQ up here. I might need to cut here just to figure out what the supply situation is. 7, so this would become a 10. This would be a 8. 7, sorry, 10, 8. Yeah, it doesn't really help, does it? Basically, it's 10, 9, 8. Unless we have an HQ here or here, this line is still going to be exactly what we see. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So that doesn't help me. Johannesburg, you are entrenched, I hope. Yeah, you can't do anything more. Is your max entrenchment 1? Oh, God. Oh, I pity the fool. We're going to move this unit back because I am a little bit worried that they'll attack and break through. So I will... I think I'll just entrench like this. Okay. Hopefully they can attack my... Yeah, we're a little bit weak now, and the funny thing is the last Russian unit here, this is, again, just bluffing. I'm just bluffing here. I'm going to put this unit here. So again, he thinks that there's an overwhelming number of Russian units coming from the north. It's all a ploy. There's nothing here. So we're just not advancing here, so he probably understands that this is not a strong line. However, if he's taken in by all this, and hey, I mean, it actually might even be true. We do have a lot of units up here. 2 of them are detachments. We have 1 cavalry. But that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corps up here, and even 1 more that he doesn't see. So we actually do have a pretty surprisingly big, not too surprisingly, but a nice large Russian army coming in. So hopefully he doesn't get too crazy. If he does, we'll just have to lick our wounds and reevaluate. I think that's all I wanted to do this turn. Move this unit in here. Unfortunately, that means... No, this one. Yeah. So I think we'll do that. So that way I can heal this unit. Heal this unit. If we decide to attack, we probably could do some serious damage to this unit. But it's a 7. It's not going to be able to do much as it is. So I'm gonna just settle for reinforcing this one instead. No, you know what? I do want to attack it so that it is not able to attack the Stanislaw group. So we'll do that. Ouch. So it ended up being a 3-2 instead of a 2-2, but I think that was worth trying. And the 7 is it's not super valuable. We don't need anything to happen. Now, ideally, what would happen is this HQ is the one I want to move all the way to the north. I almost want to transport it, but I don't want to waste the points. So I will slowly take this guy out of here. No, I can't because he's actually supplying my 10. I need that 10. 7, 6, 10. Okay, so he doesn't move. He just stays there for a while. He's only commanding 1 unit. I arranged it that way because he's a rating of 3, which is, yeah, pretty bad. And this guy's a rating of 3, so but we still need 3 is better than 0. So these units are not being tasked at all. So okay, I think that's everything I wanted to do. So we're in pretty good shape. And the Western Front, only thing that's left to do is to deploy the 2 units. I know I didn't think about this, so this is gonna be a little bit rushed just so I can get this turn done. But I know one of them I wanted to go here, so okay, cancel. Just move this unit back by 1, and let me move this new unit here instead. Okay, good. And likewise, where's the next unit? Here? I don't think this next one is super important. Probably it goes in the tool. Yeah, I think it'll stay down here as well. Okay, and then research. Okay, some thought has gone into this production-wise. Let's start with research, actually. So for the British, we have 134. That gives us 80 plus 50, which either can be 80 plus 50 into diplomacy, or 50 could go into trench warfare, or it could go into anti-submarine warfare. We've done okay so far on the naval side. So it's actually, it seems like a tough call, but I think I'm going to do 80 here, and then I think I will do ASW. Does naval warfare just increases morale? Yeah, let's do this, and it'll probably be the only point we ever put into ASW, and that's the British are done. French, on the other hand, what can they do? So they actually have the ability to build some low-cost cores. However, I don't want to spend all of our points on infantry, considering we actually seem like we're doing okay. We will need to reinforce, but do we have any more reinforcements coming? Crap, I forgot. I checked, but I forgot. Yeah, we do have more in February of 1915, so that's 4 months away. That is actually quite far away. So I think we will have to purchase one of these, but I'd rather do purchasing second and research first. We do have trench warfare going, and that I think will be important. 26. If we do 135, that'll put us down to essentially 90. So we could do spying and intelligence plus the core. I guess we will do that. I wanted to do some diplomacy this turn, but I think I'm not going to. I'm going to protect my bacon, save my bacon, just in case things happen quickly and they end up driving through somewhere. We'll just get one more core. That's down to 11. And the Russians. The Russians. Oh my. Well, we know what they're going to be doing. They're going to be buying more units that have already died. Let's try to get them back up. Back up and going. So we'll buy the 4th back. We'll buy the 9th back. And then we're going to have some points. No, we aren't. We're going to have 28 points available. That is because we must have done some, healing of some kind. And the very little that is left, I think we will take that to 5. That sounds good. And also move this guy south. I want to move this guy forward so that we do get somebody in reach of that unit next turn. And that's that. So I think that is my entire turn. I don't think we have anything else to do. So if I figure out something, I'll just do it off camera. That's it for the most part. By the way, just a quick mention. Go ahead and watch from Agrippa's standpoint. Or please do at least click on his videos just to, give him some views. It's pretty lopsided in favor of me just based on one release. Like, my opening video is doing a lot better than his. And I know his was very short. I've been told it was a very short video. So maybe just click on it, give it a view, so that Agrippa feels like, he's loved as well. So it's not so asymmetric. It's like a little bit awkward for me. So I'd like his series to do well as well. And that said, thanks for watching, and until the next video, in the series, Vive la France, Vive England, Vive Russia, and Vive l'Entente!